I have Matt Marshall with me. I have Mike Bianchi. And we're going to talk about the first round matchups, and also at the end, they're going to give you their final 4 picks. Our number 1 seeds overall, Tim Tebow, Charlie Ward, Warren Sapp, and the number 1 overall seed, Deion Sanders. Mr. Bianchi, I see that you've already...
How can you have a bracket and not have Tim Tebow as the number 1 overall seed? This guy's not only the greatest college football player in state of Florida history, he's the greatest human being in state of Florida history. This guy should have been elected Pope, and he's not the number 1 overall seed. Are you kidding me?
Mike, 2 words for you. Prime time, prime time. He was the greatest football player to come out of the state of Florida. Come on, look what he was able to do. The most exciting, the most dynamic. Heck, he played 3, 4, 5, 6 sports.
He was known for a rap song in college, Matt. A rap song.
Yes, but Tebow really, what did he win? 1 national title?
2.
Oh, wait.
How about 2 national titles and a Heisman Trophy? How many Heismans did Deion win? How many national championships? 0 and 0.
It doesn't matter, Mike. Look at what Prime Time did. He electrified college football during that time period. TV networks wanted him to be on the air. They wanted to show him. Look what he did. Anytime that
they hated having Tebow on national TV.
Oh, come on.
Wow. He didn't draw any fans.
2 national titles. He was a backup for one of those. I think maybe Chris Leak would argue that point a little bit as well, too.
Oh, Chris Leak was on that team as well? I thought it was all Tebow.
All right, guys, calm down. What are some of the matchups in the first round you're most interested in watching? And this time, Bianchi, just wait a second. We're going to go with Matt first.
Well, I think you got to look at some of the ones that kind of stand out to me. You look at a Javon Curse versus an Andre Wadsworth. 2 top defensive players were able to go out there and really excel at their schools. They're going to go head-to-head in a 7-10 matchup. You look at like Terrell Buckley against an Ike Hilliard. Again, 2 guys, Buckley with a top defensive player. You look against Ike Hilliard, one of the top receivers in Florida.
I'm going to stay on Deion Sanders, Marshall's, quote, number 1 seed overall. He won't even make it out of the first week, Matt. Look at the matchup he has in the second round. Percy Harvin, who's vastly underseeded at a number 9 seed. Who is this selection committee anyway? Are they paying sources over at WKMG? An argument could be made that Percy Harvin could be a 1 or a 2 seed. This guy's one of the greatest players in Gator history. He will upset your boy Deion Sanders in the first week of this tournament.
Who's in your final 4? Start with you, Mike.
I'm going to go Danny Werfel. I'm going to go Dante Culpepper, coming from the 5 seed in the Deion bracket as a Cinderella to get to the Final 4. He's the George Mason of this bracket, in my opinion. Then I'm going to go Charlie Ward and, of course, Tim Tebow. Do you want my national title pick yet, Brent?
Let's hold off 1 second. I want to know who Matt has in his Final 4.
Mike, come on. Prime time is going to be in the Final 4. He will be joined by Tim Tebow. He's going to be joined by Danny Werfel and Charlie Ward. 3 Heisman Trophy winners. It's going to be a stunning Final 4.
Who is your champion? Who is the best college football player in state history? I have an idea where Mike's going, so let's start off with Matt.
Actually, I'm gonna pull a little surprise here. I'm going to say Charlie Ward wins this whole thing. I think Charlie Ward has done a great job in his career down in Florida State. We've seen what he was able to do here. I think he ekes it out, beating out Deion Sanders. Tim Tebow, no way. Danny Werfel, no way. This is where it's going to go. Charlie Ward wins it all.
I know everybody thinks I'm going Tebow, but I'm not. It's going to take too much out of him to get to the Final 4. He's a polarizing figure. A lot of voters are going to be against him, so he's going to be worn out by the time he gets to the Final 4, but it will be an all-Gator final. Tim Tebow versus Danny Werfel. Danny Werfel is the greatest college football player in this bracket because Danny Werfel won 4 SEC titles. He played for a national championship. He won another national championship. Danny Werfel.
And don't worry, folks. We've blocked Mike Bianchi's IP address, so he can't vote multiple times. It's actually up to you guys. The bracket is out. It's Orlando Sentinel Bracket Buster. We're asking you to pick the best.